show, cause we give you what you need. And it's 3 times a week. It's that bacon, egg, and cheese. It's that bacon, egg, and cheese show. And it's 3 times a week. Now know we bring that heat. It's that bacon, egg, and cheese.
So the light-skinned guy in the box, pause, is
the only guy here.
Pause. The only guy here. His name is Pacosso, aka Lotto. Okay, he is from Queens, South Side. We outside. He is a producer. He been in the game for a lot of years. He been around a lot of celebrities, including me, Lady Love, and Miss Lissa, and we out here. You know what I'm talking about? So he makes beats. He's a videographer. That nigga fucking is a photographer. That nigga's a chef. That nigga's a pimp. That nigga's everything. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Is this a dating show? Are you selling Lotto? He's a chef. Ooh, single ladies.
That nigga cooked the shit out of some seafood. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, that's love. That's love. That's love.
Let's go. Yes. Bunny
so
can cook us off too now.
There you go. There you go. So we brought Lotto up on the show today because we starting a new segment called True Hip Hop Stories. And so, you know, we want to let y'all know that anybody that's out there watching the show, if you got a real true hip hop story that you might want to share, you can email us at thebecshow@gmail.com and let us know your story. And we might pull you up on a segment of True Hip Hop Stories, right? And pull you up so you could tell your story. So
are they allowed to not share the names, or do they have to say the people's names?
Fuck that. You gotta say the names, nigga. If you don't want to say the names, don't come on here. Okay?
Heard you. So we're gonna dip into the story in a little bit. We're gonna warm him up, you know, preheat his oven and give him a little bit of topics. So our next topic is about a bad joke. So comedian Jessie, well, she says, do not call her comedian. I never did, girl. Don't worry about it. So, semi-funny.
Wait.
Internet guru, Jessie Wu says, do not call her comedian. She's not that funny. And the people agree. She went on Wildin' Out and she had a bad joke experience. Let's go to the joke first, and then we'll go to her reaction, and then we'll talk. Okay.
You have reached my line, but unfortunately, I don't have the time. I'm dead.
She said that was a bad joke. Here's her reaction.
I consider myself a comedian because I feel like comedians are people who know how to do stand-up, and they know, like, that's been their craft for years and years and years. But people have called me a comedian because I get on here and I do things that make people laugh. Going back to Wildin' Out, like, when I think about the most viral clips, or, you know, they are of a man, you know, pushing the boundaries and being disrespectful towards women, but in a comedic way. We've seen men snatch women's hair, you know what I mean? Like, snatch the wigs off their heads. And, like, again, it's okay because it's on a comedic platform. Whenever you see a girl getting dragged from Wildin' Out, it's for doing the same shit.
But okay, do we agree? Is there a double standard on Wildin' Out, or was that just a bad joke and does she need to apologize and keep it pushing?
If you pull my wig off at a motherfucking comedian show, God damn it, we got a motherfucking problem. You better not pull my motherfucking wig off. You better off going to the top of the building and say, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's a no-no anyway, messing with a black woman's hair.
Do y'all feel like her joke about Whitney Houston was distasteful?
I'm coming. I don't know where my sound effect is, but keep talking.
Don't worry. I feel like, you know, I'm funny, okay? People call me a comedian all the time. God calls me a comedian. I do stand up. I've seen her do stand up before, and it was not a good show. She's right. She does not do stand up, and she should, you know, perfect that craft before she does any more comedy. This was a bad joke because Whitney is not here to tell you to watch what you say. Like she told Wendy, like she told other people. She's not here to defend herself. I've had bad Whitney Houston jokes. I remember it was one Thanksgiving baby. I said something real crazy. And it was funny, but it was the wrong time. She's not alive, and it's just distasteful. So
because people saying they didn't hear the joke. Can you repeat the joke?
The joke is she started singing some of her song, I Will Always Love You, and then she go, I'm dead. I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? That was the joke. It wasn't even.
That was the joke.
So
it's like it wasn't like one time I told niggas I was higher than Whitney Houston and Bobby. Like, but I was like high up in the air, like I was on a ladder. So I was just being funny. But it was not, they didn't want it. People did not want it. And it's okay. You have to accept that and then apologize and keep it pushing. Don't make excuses for it.
Oh, you want to
we're not, that wasn't it.
Move this man.
The joke needed some water. It was dry.
First of all, it's not even a joke because it's mad awkward. Like you said, to make fun of people who aren't here. But I think I don't want to focus on the joke. I want to focus on her deflecting because her second part of her apology or explaining herself had nothing to do with what she did. She said something and made a joke about somebody who passed away. Why are you trying? It sounded like, you know, me and you was talking and like your friend who's sitting around trying to make you feel like you're not that bad. Like, what are they doing? Why are they even coming for you? When you see the men, they rip off the wigs and they do that. And she was deflecting. That sounded like something that somebody had told her. And then on top of that, like, it didn't even go with it. Now she tried to make it sexy. Now she tried to throw somebody else under the bus instead of saying, yo, I fucked up. So, Jessie Wu.
Move this man.
Move over to the side, girl. Move over to the side. You're not going to apologize.
She fucked up.
No, she whack for that.
She's definitely whack for that. Also whack is when women get liposuction and then lie and try to say that this body is from the gym or from a waist trainer or from some slim tees. So Queen Naja, she's a musician. She took to Instagram to explain why women lie. Before we go to the video, do you want to say something, Luck?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Okay.
Next question. Why do people that get surgery or BBLs promote weight loss products or waist trainers afterwards? I have a couple of answers. So for one, those people get paid because they got hit up because the owner wanted to use those people, I guess, maybe because they wear them well or whatever. Number two, a lot of y'all probably think that you don't have to work out after a BBL, but you definitely have to because if you don't, all the fat will travel somewhere else to your body, whether it's your arms, whether it's your neck, your face. You could really look like a linebacker if you don't work out. So a lot of times those weight loss products that we be promoting are very useful, and we do use them. As y'all can see, I still go to the gym and work out. I still...
Okay, you heard her. Okay, you don't want to be out here looking like Troy Aikman, Evan Smith, or any other linebacker. Okay, you got to after you go get your BBL. So yes, they lying, but only a little bit. You have to use those other things to maintain. What do you want to say, Lucky? Do you have anything to add to that, Lotto, Bass?
Oh yeah. Look.
How you feel about fake bodies or getting a body enhancement? How do you feel about that as a man?
I don't really like it. You know that, Bev. I don't really like it, but you know what I mean. You're gonna do what you want. Women gonna do what they want to do with their body, but I think every woman should be natural. I think natural beauty is beautiful.
I've been natural for too long.
I love natural. He lying.
everybody. I love everybody, and I love everything. So, baby, if you want to go get it tightened up and do what you got to do, I love you. Natural women, I love you too. So whatever you are doing, Lucky loves you. Now, I'm going to keep it positive. I'm not going to talk about a bitch who I know extremely personally who was out there like, oh, I work out and I drink tea. And every 4 months, we down at a place getting a surgery. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about somebody who was lying to everybody. And I'm telling you, I got pictures and everything. But the only reason why I never put it out, right? You said, I'm a real nigga. Because I'm like this. I'm like, damn, I like bitches with surgery. So if I tell on her, then they'll think, oh, Luck, you get mad and tell on me. So that's why a real nigga, and she know that. That's why she be fucking with me. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't go.
So you're not going to do it?
Think it's dangerous.
You bitches drinking all of them motherfucking diet teas, all them diet teas, your stomach fucking hurt. You got to shit all day. Your stomach is cramping. You got to go to the bathroom all fucking day.
It's dangerous.
You shitty bitch.
Yo, it's dangerous. Who wants to get surgery? Like, people don't want to even have surgery to cure something. Like, they got a disease. You know what I mean? It's just dangerous.
I told you I'm not going to talk about it. I told you I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh,
so you said somebody got
no. That's
body
it.
done,
That's it.
That's
it. I ain't say nothing.
Okay.
What else on the menu? What else is on the menu? I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here.
Well, speaking of privacy and full disclosure or non-disclosures, Erykah Badu, we love you. This is not a drag. This was happening in the news. So she was at Barack Obama's private birthday event, and she was excited. So she, in the spirit of DJ Khaled, grabbed her phone and she posted a video. Let's go to the video, and then we'll talk about her apology. And you let me know, did she need to apologize?
You're so good at what you do, Miss Lissa. I swear.
Thank you.
There's a lot of lightning. It looks Illuminati-ish to me.
And that's Rocky. Come on, Rocky. Oh. Now you people get excited. You at Barack House, not the White House, the Black House. Okay, would you get excited and do the same? I wouldn't have posted it. I would have did it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Because like Erykah, she got to be smarter, because before that even happened, the party, they were already in the news like, oh my God, he's going to have 700 guests. He's going to have 400 and change. Then he's going to have 200 servers and stuff like that. So they cut the list down. So you already heard it all over the news. So I think I would have kept it cool. I would have kept some shit for myself, like later on in life, like, nigga, look, you know what I'm talking about? But to put it out like that was a little sloppy.
Right.
That was fucking crazy, first of all. And like, this is why when you go in certain places, they take your fucking phone. These phones are dangerous out here. They are very, very dangerous. Y'all got to be careful. And not just these phones. I was just talking to my friend yesterday about how they got cameras that look like chargers. You could walk in somebody's house and be like, yo, I got to charge my phone. And
you know I got one.
I got one. Plug that shit
got
up.
One?
Yes.
Yeah. Look,
yes.
Yo, listen. This is how I caught my landlord breaking in my room.
Is it for your sexcapades?
No, it's for my landlord broke in my room, and I caught him on tape. He got arrested.
Oh.
From the charger.
Was that's another lotto tale?
Yes. And you could go.
Which we're getting ready for lotto. I hope you're preparing yourself.
Y'all gotta be careful out there. Cause I could come to your house and be like, oh, I gotta charge my phone and plug my fucking phone up, and you done.
That's why I don't like people in my house. That's why I don't even like company.
Look, listen, it only works when you gotta connect it to your Wi-Fi in the house, and you know what I mean? And you gotta put it in. So nobody's gonna be able to bring the charger to your house and really connect it. You know what I'm saying?
For the Wi-Fi.
Unless they got access to your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy.
That's easy. Most people come in the house and be like, yo, what's your Wi-Fi?
No, but listen.
What's your Wi-Fi?
Go to the Wi-Fi.
Don't give nobody your Wi-Fi. When they be like, yo, what's your Wi-Fi? Bitch, I don't got none. You better use your data plan, bitch. You better have unlimited data, bitch. You come over here.
Fact.
Well, speaking of facts, it's time for a scary pop quiz. And after this, we're going into real hip hop tales with Lotto. So this is Friday the 13th, so we know that that's supposed to be a scary day. So we're going to have a scary pop quiz. Lucky? I thought you said something. I thought you went like this.
No, I was saying peace. Somebody said they was out.
Oh, okay. I thought you went. Okay. So I'm going to give you some questions. They're multiple choice, and they're all geared towards horror movies. Okay? Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Halloween, Paranormal Activity, or the Blair Witch Project? Which well-known horror film is recognized as one of the most profitable films of all time? Halloween, Paranormal Activity, or the Blair Witch Project?
The Blair Witch Project.
Is that, and then Lotto, what do you think?
Halloween.
Okay, and the answer is Paranormal Activity. It's actually one of the most profitable because they didn't spend as much as they made. So our next question,
Wow.
10, 12, or 13. How many Friday the 13th movies are there? 10, 12, or 13?
10.
Babs, how many?
I'm going to say 10 too.
Lucky, how many?
I want to say 12 to shake it up.
Okay, shake. Lucky gets the point. It was
12 of them shit.
It was 12.
Yo, I know LL Cool J was in one of them motherfuckers.
Okay.
Wow.
Red and black, red and gray, or red and green? What color is Freddy Krueger's sweater?
Red and green.
Red and black.
It's red and green.
Red and green. Lucky?
Did it?
Yeah, it's red and green.
He already locked his answer in. I'm sorry. Continue.
I'm gonna go red and green.
If you said red and green, then add a point for your team. So we have 1 for Babs.
I
2
know
for
that
Lucky,
shit.
And Lot is still not on the board. Okay, Lotto is not your lucky day. Our next question. Okay, The Shining, The Exorcist, or Halloween? Which horror film was the first ever of its genre to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar?
The Shining. The Shining.
Luck?
The Exorcist.
Nope.
And Luck?
What's the answers? What's the
question is, which film was the first ever of its genre to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? And the choices are The Shining, The Exorcist, or Halloween.
I'm gonna go with The Exorcist.
It's The Shining.
It's The Exorcist.
Oh,
we have a point for Lotto.
Listen back. My mother took me. She said, "Oh, this is the last day of The Exorcist." She took me to the theater when I was a baby to watch that because it was the last showing, and I was like a motherfucker to sleep by myself.
Final question. So far, Luck is in the lead, and there's no way that anyone could beat her. But we're still going to ask this question.
We'll make the bonus point. Make this like 100 points. Make this work.
Right. You're winning, but don't worry. We're still going to give them medals nonetheless. 8 days, 10 days, or 12 days. How long did it take to film the Blair Witch Project?
8 days.
I'm going to say 10.
Lucky?
I'm going to go with Babs on 10.
Well, it's time to eat because you're about to eat. It's 8 days.
Yeah,
So
Lotto,
Lucky 8, lucky number 8, and Luck, go put on a lucky crown because you are the winner, the reigning champion of our scary pop quiz. And if you want to get a crown, all you got to do is head to Lady Luck's website. You can hit the link in the bio and support Lucky Crowns because we're all winners. And also,
Lucky Crowns.
MissLissaKnows.com for more details, more games, glasses, and way more other things. And don't forget to support Queen of the Ring, okay? And what's your website again? I'm sorry, Lotto.
TrapverseBoomBapBeats.com.
So who do you like better? Do you like trap better or boom bap? But in the verses, who's gonna win?
Well, I got an album coming out called Trap vs. Boom Bap.
Oh, okay.
I do both in one. So I fuck with both of it. I can do it all.
Well, you know what else you can do?
I told you this nigga do everything. Didn't I tell you that?
He also tells great stories, according to our favorite storyteller, Babs Bunny. So with no further ado, we give the floor to you. It's time for Real Hip Hop Tales with Lotto.
I gotta tell.
Oh,
I gotta tell.
Oh,
I
what?
got a real hip hop tell.
Ooh.
I gotta tell.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell this hip hop tell. I'm gonna
I
tell.
gotta make
Yo.
I
it
might go to jail, but I'ma tell my hip hop tell. Let's fucking go.
Yo, check it out.
Wait a minute, Lotto.
I'm
You better make this good because you on the first installment. You on the first installment. Don't fucking embarrass me, nigga.
Damn, right on screen, Bunny. Right on screen, Brooklyn.
Come on.
I almost spit my water out.
It's all good. Listen, I'm in a group called Verbal Harassment, right? My partner's Kurt Digger, HBO. They were signed to Run DMC when we was like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? So, check it. So, I was on their album, too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm their people. So, they was a group first. So, I was on their album. But, long story short, we was in the studio one day, right? And, I think this was the Reagan era when they was like, don't do drugs. And don't, you know what I'm saying? So, some people came by to shoot Run DMC for a commercial. So, they was like, boom, yo, just say no. Don't do it. So, you know, they did a commercial. So after they left, motherfuckers started putting coke in the blunt.
Yo, no.
Listen, then they was talking about the commercial. DMC said, you heard what I said? Don't do it. Yo,
it allegedly happened.
I was on the floor. I was dying. Mind you, we on drugs too.
Yo.
We was all on drugs.
All right. This story is crazy. You might go to jail, but I'm going to tell my
Nah.
I'm probably going to jail, but I'm going to tell a true hip hop tell. I'm going to tell.
Yo, look, that shit was so funny. Yo,
I'm tearing up.
That shit. He said, you heard what I said? Don't do it.
Yo, I think this is wild, man.
Yo, if you were of a certain age group, then you already know that they had a whole campaign against crack. Crack is whack. Don't do drugs. All of this shit. It was a lot of celebrities that was a part of that campaign, and apparently Run DMC was a part of it too. So, you know, allegedly, this is what happened. Allegedly, you know, I wasn't there either. But Lotto, you was there, Lotto?
I was there.
Allegedly. Details are always alleged. They have to always be allegedly.
Allegedly, I was there.
Yeah. I don't
fucking. Yo, listen, I got a whole bunch of stories. I got shit on.
I got a whole bunch of stories.
Well, you ain't got shit on me, nigga. You ain't got shit on me.
Listen, I got Babs like a motherfucker. I got Babs on like fucking 50 stories.
Well, we definitely are going to invite you back for another true hip hop tale with Lotto. Everyone, make sure you support Lotto.
Can I say one thing?
Your website again. Make sure everyone's following him.
I love y'all show, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. I know y'all made Miss Jones the tea. Can I be the grits? Can I be the grits?
Yeah, you feel like you might be the juice. You done added some juice to this. Or it sounds like you're trying to bring the beef.
That nigga Grit said, I got 50 stories on that.
We turning up. Y'all
have to hide you somewhere.
Let's turn this shit up.
Well, maybe we're gonna have to hide you. Are you the bread?
We're gonna have to hide you somewhere.
Yo, Lotto, real quick before you go, can you?
He's not gonna do the topic with us.
Oh, okay. Can you give a short story of the chicken spot?
Oh, okay. Listen, This is bad. This is one of bad story. Like, check this out. This was a day that, you know, we drink and shit. We like to go out and drink. So I'm on my sober shit. I ain't drink all day.
Allegedly.
No,
this shit happened.
Right there. Listen, I was sober, right? So we went to the studio first. Long story short, we was in the studio for hours. Then we went to a party. Mind you, I'm sober. I really don't want to go to the party. But I'm like, fuck it. Let me go to the party. Let me not be on some bullshit shit. So I go to the party. So while I'm in the party, all Bab's cousins, even Bab's asking me, what's wrong with you? Why you acting funny? Why? I'm like, yo, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just sober. I'm not acting like the drunk motherfuckers. Look, I didn't want to leave Babs, so I'm staying. I'm waiting. Time to leave, right? Babs jumps in the car. She says, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh my God. I'm trying to drop her off. She's like, go by the chicken spot. Look, we go by the chicken spot. Mind you, Babs is twisted. We go, I gotta go in the chicken spot with her because I ain't letting her go by herself. Even though I'm pissed at her. We get there. They ain't taking cash. She had no cash. She only had credit. So they only taking cash. So mind you, I paid for the whole night. Put it like that. Look, everybody that comes in the store, Babs, they ordering wings. Babs is like, nah, nigga, don't get wings, get the thighs. You still gonna be hungry, nigga. So she's doing that with everybody that come into place. Look, mind you, now this dude comes in there, beefing, big black nigga from Brooklyn. Boom, yo, where the fuck my fries? Boom. Where the fuck my shit? Babs, tell it, the nigga ordered chicken wings. I'm like, oh shit. Babs say, nah, nigga, don't order no chicken. Yo, the nigga turned around. Who you to tell me? But then he looked at me and he stopped. And then nigga was like, man, the nigga was holding shit in. I'm like, yo, I pulled out my razor. I said, I got cut this nigga for Babs Bunny. Yo, why the nigga came back to the nigga and said, and give me all the thighs too, nigga. Yo,
He got them damn thighs.
give me all the thighs.
I got that nigga to get them motherfucking thighs, though. Get them thighs, nigga. Fuck them.
Yo,
them
listen, it must have been like
with no meat on it.
It must have been like 10 niggas that came in the store that ordered chicken wings. She was like, nah, son, get the thighs. That's gonna fill you up.
Well, she might be the first rapper to get people to buy thighs. Okay, that might have been her Soulja Boy moment. Okay, and speaking of Soulja Boy is back in the news because he was beefing with some person who was allegedly saying that he was wearing fake jewelry. He said that the jeweler that he was at in the mall was a jeweler that sold fake jewelry. So of course, Soulja Boy told the guy, well, meet me on live, and then the two of them had a dispute. Let's go to the videotape, and then we'll go to the other videos as well.
I just, hey, don't do all that. What's up? No. Don't do all that. Don't do all that. Bro, that Cartier 35,000, bro. I ain't say, look. That Cartier 35,000, bro. You not in the middle of the mall. To the mall right now. You not in the middle of the mall. We can go to the mall. You not in the middle of the mall. Yes, I was in the middle of the mall. Doing what? That Cartier was 35,000. Doing what? Where you at? Doing what? Where you at? Doing what? Bro, this is 35,000. Doing what? Go back. Bro, go back.
They're about to do a lot of arguing. And then he went to the jeweler.
This is the kiosk that Soulja Boy was in.
Yeah.
And is any of this jewelry real?
Some my sterling silver ones are.
Is any of these real diamonds?
No.
No diamonds.
I do have another kiosk.
You have another kiosk that this kiosk, wasn't he?
Yes.
And this is where he bought the jewelry, right?
He bought it in this one and also the goldsmith.
Hey, so he bought it in both of them. So he bought some real jewelry and some fake jewelry. You bought real jewelry and fake jewelry.
Yes.
Okay. As we can see for the record, you capping. You capping. You bought some fake jewelry. What's the real jewelry?
Fucking dead.
Yes, y'all can see.
So it's a blend, baby. It's
fucking
like one of
dead.
those wigs you get from the beauty supply that got a little bit of human hair, a little bit of
He got a blended chain. Yo, fuck that shit, Soulja Boy. You ain't gotta wear no real jewelry to impress
Big
these
Soulja.
niggas. You ain't got to do none of that shit. 35,000 for a watch at the fucking kiosk in the mall. No, nigga. No.
Yo, hold up. Yo, listen. I got a red sheet, and I bought a real ring for you. You heard?
For me?
Yeah.
Wait, what just happened?
I don't know. I think I just got proposed to. I don't know.
Yeah. Look, bad. She forgot about the red.
You
the
annoying?
red,
Okay, see.
Shit.
Okay, thank you for coming, Lotto. And now it's time for your grand exit. Okay.
No, but Lotto would like to take you out on a date, and I think
No, he wouldn't.
No, he just said it.
No, he didn't.
He said a picnic.
You better bring some motherfucking. Let me tell you something. If you're trying to do a picnic with Miss Lissa, you know when you go to the restaurant and they bring you the cold appetizers, that's what you gotta bring her. This whole seafood on chill on ice.
That's a fact.
She wants shrimp cocktail. She wants shrimp cocktail.
Listen, Bad.
The crab sauce. No, hold up, nigga.
She's not done.
She's not done. Shrimp cocktail. She wants the crab claws. She wants the lobster tails. She wants the motherfucking oysters. She wants the clams. My nigga, you gotta. It's a tower. It's called Seafood Tower, and it comes chilled.
Yes.
Different layers of shit.
Yes.
You gotta bring the cocktail sauce with it. Okay.
Yes. Don't just try to bring the cock. Bring cocktail sauce.
You of all people know that's no problem. I got an EBT card.
You can't get that with no EBT, nigga.
Ooh, yes. Give me the cold dish. You see how he trying to give me the cold dish with his EBT card? You see? But Lotto, maybe one day we might be able to go on a date. However, will you hold me down, or are you gonna treat me the way Mendices is treating Yandy? Because Yandy has been holding Mendices down. When he went to jail, she didn't publicly give nobody no pussy. She didn't write no tell-all book. She held her man down, but she also adopted a foster child while he was in jail. And when he got out, he did not really accept that child as his own. He even gave her a little ultimatum that it was kind of like her or him. And of course, Yandy chose, because when he first came out of prison, because he was fresh out of prison and she was still a foster child, they couldn't be in the same house. So of course, Yandy gonna pick her husband because she hasn't seen him in all of these years. So she made arrangements. And then Kimbella outed Yandy, saying that Yandy only took this child in for a storyline. And it started to look that way. But let's go to the videotape of the last episode of Love and Hip Hop.
Wow.
You're going to get a job to pay your rent and start to live on your own.
He doesn't want her in his house.
We're going to pay your rent for the first 2 months. We're going to help you be independent and make that transition to a young adult. That's what's important. What do you think?
Thank you for, even considering that. I just think that for me, living on my own, I think that that's not something I'm ready for. I'm not ready to be isolated.
Yeah, but see, listen right here, right? This is the opportunity for you to repair the relationship. This is your time to prove you can be independent. We're going to help you. Y'all might need your space in the beginning just to work on your issues. Nah, please. Don't,
Why are you crying?
You feel like you're getting abandoned?
To y'all, it feels like y'all helping me, but to me, it's showing up as like, I feel like my biological mom is putting me right back out. I'm just not ready for it.
You're going to get a job to pay your...
Okay, quick little backstory. So,
how old is she, Lissa?
Over 18, and she was dating somebody that Yandy did not agree with. Yandy told her, if you're going to stay with this person, then you cannot live under my roof. So, of course, she chose that relationship, but then the relationship did not work out, and she wanted to come home. She said that she feels a little alienated, and she feels that if she was really Yandy's daughter, they wouldn't treat her like this. She had a little outburst when she did threaten to write a tell-all book, but she has apologized. That's what he was talking about as far as earning their trust back. So he's saying that she can come back, visit a little bit, but they're going to put her in an apartment, pay her rent for 2 months, and then she needs to get her shit together. People were then attacking Mendices and saying, well, how the fuck dare you, because she held you down. So this is his response to his backlash.
Nobody try to be mean. I'm not cold-hearted. I do have compassion. My wife, she has reached out, and she continued to reach out, and your comments are very hurtful. Not that it is hurtful to my wife, but y'all also think that y'all hurting Infinity. Yeah, actually.
Now that baby, he got a speech impediment. He gonna drag it. So he's basically saying that he feels like everybody's comments is condemning the little girl, is giving her the trauma back, and he's saying that they should be a little easier on him. That he was not, putting everything on Yandy. That it's like they're working through this together. Do y'all feel like, Yandy uses as a storyline? Do you feel like, because then there was even a point where the producers asked him, do you feel like this is Yandy's problem to clean up? And he said yes.
He said yes.
He said yes. He said yes. I feel like this is her problem to clean up. Like he wasn't out of, like I feel like she took the baby on. It's like she needed a puppy. Like she needed something to love while her husband was gone. And she also did probably need a storyline, like Kim Bella said. So she took this baby on.
Well,
I don't know what conversation she had with him while he was still incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is your husband. He's gonna come home. So, I don't know. This story is like, with reality TV, they chop and edit a lot of shit. So I know in real life, it's a lot of layers to it. I could sit back and see it from both sides and be understanding for both sides. So I like I said, I get it from both sides. I feel sorry for Yandy, and I feel sorry for the foster child. DC, I can't say he wrong or he right. You know what I mean? I really can't say, because if he told Yandy from jump that he didn't want, he didn't think that was a good idea, then he just following up on what he originally said. But I don't know. Like I said, a lot of things are edited. We know it's layers upon layers. And, VH1 or Love and Hip Hop could have chopped that scene up and make it look worse than what it really is. I think that they should help pay her rent for longer than 2 months. Yeah. That's how I feel. 2 months ain't shit. Especially if she living in New York City. My nigga. Like,
and I'm sorry, just to clear it up, she adopted this girl while he was in jail. So she started as foster, and then Yandy adopted her.
Yeah, so if you adopted her, that's your daughter. And I think it should be more time. 2 months is such a short notice. You can't even evict nobody in 2 fucking months. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even do that legally. If she wanted to be on some shit in her bag, she could really be like, I ain't going nowhere. Take me to court. You know what I'm saying? She would be in her bag. Like, yo, take me to court. I'm not going nowhere. Like, so yeah, I just think that it should be longer than 2 months.
Yeah, I think they should give at least 6 months to a year. But I don't think Yandy did it for the storyline. Yandy seemed like she got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she did it for a storyline. I think she really wanted to take somebody in and wanted to help somebody. But when DC came home, but you know what I mean? Of course, any nigga that come home, if that's the the home you're coming to, of course you're gonna be like, yo, you know what I mean? And the girl is over 18, right?
Yeah, I think she's 18 now, or maybe she's turning 19.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If they was under 18, it'd be different. But if you over 18, but they're like the months, Bab said, yeah, you should at least pay for 6 months, at least.
I wasn't ready to leave my mother's house at 18. I can't even imagine my mother telling me, like, at 18, like, yeah, you got to get out, and I'm going to help you pay your rent for 2 months. What?
Yeah, that's too.
I was not ready to go at 18. I was not.
2 months is going like this. You be like, yo, what the hell?
I think that's some shit you got to let your kids know ahead of time, like when they 16. Like, nigga, when you 18, you better start saving, because you got 2 more years in this motherfucking house. Like,
shit, I was out when I was 16. Shit, I was out when I was 16. But, that's a female. It's different. You know what I mean?
Indian and Italian families don't push their children out until they're married. So they allow you to stay home, live at home.
Black families don't
you
either.
Can't be
how many
up.
motherfuckers, grown-ass motherfuckers I know living at home? Black families do not either, okay? Because
which black family is this?
18 years old. I was in my mother's house, okay?
Which black family? Because my shit, listen, this is my situation. My mom's died when I was 9 years old. When I was growing up, I was a mama's boy. I was attached to my moms. I didn't really fuck with my pops, but my pops and moms was together. When my mom's passed away, she wanted my aunt to take me. She had a twin sister. She wanted my aunt to take me. My pops was like, I got him. But you know what I mean? It winded up like shit was just different. Like my mom's used to give me all the newest gear. My pops didn't do that. I have no love. So it was great for me to get out the house. When I left at 16, I felt so free. It was like a monkey off my back. You know what I'm saying? Life just took a turn. So sometimes the women in the families hold the families down. Once the women pass away, the men can't hold it down. I'm telling you, that's my experience. And they don't give the love that a young nigga need. My pops used to tell me, yo, I can't give you the love your mother used to get. I understand it now that I'm older, but do I really understand it? Or did I just pull that in because I was raised by him? You know what I'm saying? In turn, I didn't want to give that to my son. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I was distant from my son for reasons he don't know, because I didn't want to install that into him. So it's a lot of deep shit when it come to that, when it come to a black family, because our money issues, and once the women pass away, shit changed. Like, trust me, the women hold shit together. Once a lot of the women pass away, shit ain't together no more.
Let me say this real quick. Like, and you know how I feel about your situation, Lotto, and you know I empathize with you. But it's a lot of black men that do step up, that do give their children love, that do take care of their children. You know my pops. My pops is a good dude. He always been in my life. I had a great childhood. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my experience. I definitely had a great childhood.
But you also had your mom. You also lived with your mom. She holds it together. I'm just saying. I'm not saying all men are bad.
Yeah, because I wasn't leaving that 18, nigga, okay? I was in the crib, all right, with I had my own room. Like, yeah, I was not leaving at no fucking 18, okay?
Listen,
period.
my pops made it hectic for me. You know what I'm saying? And my pops was in the streets. My pops, he taught me some shit too. So I can't say it's all bad because I ended up right. But I ended up right because of my mentality. Because when I went out there, I knew what to do. I was working early. I was working at 16. I was working and hustling. So I was grinding. I didn't have time to do certain shit. You know what I mean? And I was still pursuing music. You know what I mean?
So would you say you didn't make any excuses?
I didn't make no, because listen, you can't go in front of the judge and say this shit. Well, I did this because my mom's died at 9. They're going to be like, nigga, you still going to jail like the rest of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So
that's right.
You still a kid. Real quick, Lissa. You still a kid at 18. And I feel like for parents, if you know that you want your kid out at a certain age, you got to not teach your kids to be codependent, but to raise them to be independent. Prepare them for that time. Let them know ahead of time. This is what I'm prepping you for, because at 18, little nigga, you got to go. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not prepping them and getting them ready for that, you got to give them time. And at 18, I needed time, okay? Because the bud man was getting half of my rent money, okay? So I needed to get my priorities in order.
That is crazy.
Well.
And the chicken spot.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance our way out of here. Our last order is one of it's a leg, okay? A leg and a thigh. Let's go to the videotape.
Oh. Oh. Woo!
Hey!
See, life is about not making any excuses, okay? This man
listen,
is
that's
killing
what
it with one leg.
Dipset needed that nigga.
Well, I was going to ask the question, like, would you date, somebody that had a disability? That was today's chit chat topic. Is that something you would be able to be prepared for?
All the women I dated got a disability. Listen, this one chick, I took her to get something to eat. I wake up, she didn't drink all the liquor and she eating out the peanut butter shit. That bitch had to go. That bitch had a disability.
That's not a disability, greedy.
That bitch eating out the peanut butter jar with a fork. That bitch had to go.
Talking about physical. Talking about physical.
Huh?
Physically, would you date somebody with a physical disability
or mental health issues? Like,
listen,
would you date someone?
Case I already have. If that's the case, if it's going to be mental, yes, each one of them. Shit.
What if you were on a first date and the person at the table shared that she has Tourette's? So she has uncontrollable spurts where she curses or says like crazy outlandish things.
That's bad.
Would
That's
you deal with
bad.
that?
Go away. Babs got Tourette's. You don't know that shit.
But would you date Babs? That's your sister.
Oh, listen. Hell no. Now that I know her, oh, hell no. Look, that's the thing about getting to know somebody. Me and Babs always say that. We always argue. We be like, nigga, if we was together, we'd kill each other. Fucking right.
Yo, let me tell you something. This is a show that used to come on HBO, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think that's the name of it. Mm-hmm. And one of the episodes, the nigga was at a restaurant and he sat down at the table and started talking to this girl. He bagged her. And then he did not know. After he bagged her and was like, yo, let me take you out on a date, got her number. And then he got up and then that bitch rolled around. She was in a wheelchair. She rolled back. So he did not know. Like, yo, I swear, Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's hilarious. But then he still took her out on a date because he didn't want to make her feel bad, but he was upset. But when he seen all the perks they was getting, because it was a restaurant that he normally couldn't get in. And so he pulled up with her in the wheelchair, and then they got in. And then he was like, oh, this is lit. Like, they have to wait on certain lines and shit. And so he wanted to fuck with her even more and take her everywhere with him so he could get into place. Yo, son, this shit is hilarious, my nigga.
But would you have the patience? What if that happened to you? What if you saw some guy or some girl? People in the comments as well, let us know how you feel. If you saw somebody on a dating app or what have you, and then when you go to link with them, they actually have a wheelchair or they're missing a limb or maybe like the eye is glass.
If you don't tell me that about yourself and we talking and then I come meet you, no. But that nigga that was dancing with that one leg, yeah, I would have bagged him after the show. I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, like, yo, I better not see no bitch on one leg twerking. I'm all over her. You hear me? Let that bitch twerk. Let her go up on the stripper pole with one leg, son.
Yeah.
What about you, Lucky? Would you be able to date someone like a little person or somebody?
I stayed out of a few of the topics. I was off the video. I'm so scared of karma and putting things in the universe and all kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna stay out of this one. I love everybody.
It's just a conversation.
My boyfriend was now in 8th grade. There's this cute boy that came there. His name was Franklin, and he could run really fast. Like, everybody was outside and he was running the race. All the girls loved him. We did not know Franklin was deaf until later on when we got closer to him, and he had hearing aids and stuff like that. But Franklin was fine as a motherfucker. But we dated. I tried to see. That's why I want to stay.
I used to have a crush on a guy in a wheelchair.
Huh?
I used to have a crush on a guy in a wheelchair. Like, he didn't know I had a crush on him. I never shared it, but every time I would see him, I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Why is he so fire? Like, I just wanted to know the backstory. Like, was he born in the wheelchair? Like, how did he get in the wheelchair? Did everything work? Still, like, I had so
we
many
could have.
Yeah,
no, not for nothing.
I'm rolling up on your ass, man.
Not for nothing, Miss Lissa. Yo, shout out to T-Top in the comments. I see you, boo, Miss Lissa. So speaking of that, one day we'll pull up one of my close friends. He's actually the director of the movie Call Time that I was in. He's paralyzed from the waist down. And so he was in his, I think, late 20s or mid 20s when he got shot. He got shot in the back. and he was paralyzed from the waist down after that. And it's amazing to me because instead of him being down on himself, because he used to be a rapper and he was out like full of life, walking around, running around. He was a rapper, and so he had to sit down, of course, because of his couldn't get up. And then he said, fuck that shit. I'm moving to Florida. He went to film school. He graduated. And then he started doing movies. And like, yeah. And so we could have him up to here one day. And then you could ask him all about, you know, how that thing works. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring him up, sis. Roll him in.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Roll him in. Now, I have a neighbor who he went blind, right? And I didn't know. So one day, because he's an actor, right? So one day I insensitively, and I apologize, because I started seeing him with the cane, but then sometimes I wouldn't see him with the cane. So I asked him, I said, what are you preparing for, a role? He said, no, I'm legally blind now. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I apologize. And he had a friend that they were friends for years. And his friend stuck by his side. And one day they were in front of the building. And we all walked into the building together. Now he's clacking and going to the elevator. And he slammed into the wall. When I tell you, his friend laughed so hard, I caught a cramp. And I had to salute his friend because that's a real friend. He would have laughed at him if he wasn't blind. He would have laughed at him. So it was like, don't be easier on me and don't give me no fake treatment. Treat me the same way. And I respected that. I gave him a handshake. The fact that you're laughing at your friend shows that you're a real friend. Because if he was drunk and would have banged into the wall, you would have laughed at him. And you really still laughing at him and show the real love that you have for him. Ain't none of that fake stuff. So, yeah.
Luck, I am dead. Luck, I am dead right now. Okay.
Yo, Luck,
your fucking face,
Luck,
big.
this the quietest you ever been.
I am fucking
y'all
dead.
just wild, man. Y'all are wild today, man.
It's Freaky Friday. It's Friday the
13th. T-Top said that it was a battle rapper in his hood that battled in the wheelchair and that the nigga was fire. Like, it's like, first of all, they have the Special Olympics, okay? And if you watch the Special Olympics, you will feel like shit. You would be like, yo, what am I doing with my life, okay? What am I doing? Because all these people with disabilities, they are getting busy. You understand what I'm saying? They healthy, they swimming, they playing basketball in wheelchairs, they racing. They will have you checking yourself, okay?
Nah,
that's right. We could leave after this. Even like people that have like diabetes, which I have the patience to deal with that, or if they had like a child that was, autistic, is like, would you have the patience to be able to handle those type of situations? Because it's true. What if you had a girlfriend that was diabetic and she always needed juice or food or things like that? Like it might.
That's Babs.
No,
she's my homegirl. She always needs juice, food, all that shit.
No, with diabetics, you could control that. Changing the diet, you both could change the diet, and you both could do, different things. So I don't think that's a problem. I did date someone whose child was autistic and things of that nature. Now, I've seen, a lot of these children are affected by the chemicals that's in the food and things of that nature. So I've seen parents who who can try to have a grip or a better grip on it. I'm out of here. I'm back up because I don't.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
I don't want no trouble.
I felt like a gem was coming, and then you
no.
Your luck is cancer, bro.
I don't want to sound insensitive, and I don't know because it's not all the time. But she would just let him do crazy stuff, like he wants to roll around on the front steps in his pajamas, like just side to side like he's in snow, or like he would just do wild stuff, like walk barefooted and then put outside his feet is black and put them on your pillow. And I was like, you ain't gonna say nothing to your child. Like, I mean, he just was really. I think there's some people that nurse it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I think it's just some people who like Lotto said, treat you like you're normal, or or like you said,
yes.
But at the same time,
sometimes though, Luck, when you got a child, like your kid don't even have to be disabled. Sometimes you just be like, fuck it. I'm tired of telling you to go clean your feet, you little dirty ass nigga. Fuck it. Maybe you caught her on the fucking day. You caught her on the fucking day, okay?
She coddled the behavior. She coddled him more than, like, you know, trying to teach him the right thing. That's just my opinion, because like it was just loose in there. I'm like, you're not gonna tell him to chill, or you're not gonna tell him to stop. It was just, you know what I'm saying, just complete like madness. So
shout out to all the mothers that got the fuck it days, okay? Fuck it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, motherfucker. I ain't got it today.
That's the hardest job in the world. That's why I got my tube tied. My dick's in the knot.
Okay, well, this concludes today's episode. Lucky, are you ready for the music? Make sure you are subscribed to Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Support Lucky Sounds, Lucky Crowns, Lucky CBT.
Lucky!
Don't forget to subscribe to Queen of the Ring on YouTube, and you can head to my website, MissLissaKnows.com. Show some love, and don't forget to go to Boom Bap versus Trap.
No, Trap versus Boom Bap Beats.com.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Support Lotto and all of his endeavors as well. We'll see you Monday. It's going to be another fun day. I am Miss Lissa. That is the legendary Lady Bunny, and that's Lotto. And we gotta go. We gotta go. Okay.
Later.
Show.
Lucky.